Look, let me just get straight to the point. So many of you are overthinking this whole marketing thing. You're obsessed with algorithms. You're obsessed with follower counts. You're obsessed with vanity metrics that don't actually move the needle. You're chasing shiny objects while the real gold is the customer. I'm talking about the customer, the human being on the other side of the screen. Your entire business, your brand, your legacy. Forget everything else and marinate on that. Provide value, understand them, respect their time and attention. That's the secret sauce. Stop thinking about what you want to sell. Start thinking about what your customer actually needs. What are their problems? What are their passions? What makes them laugh at 11 p.m. scrolling TikTok? Become a student of human attention. Where are their eyeballs and eardrums? Right now, today, in 2025. Don't blast your message everywhere. All right, let's break this down. Everyone gets spun out on fancy terms. Public relations, PR. What is it? Forget the corporate jargon. At its core, PR is storytelling. It's getting other people to talk about you in a good way. That's it. Not about buying a billboard, not about running a TV commercial. That's advertising. You pay for space. PR is earning space. A journalist, a blogger, an influencer, a regular person on Twitter shares your story with their audience, building reputation through third-party voices. Think about it. Who do you trust more, a brand or your friend? Your friend every time. That's the power of PR. It builds trust and credibility advertising can't. Okay, let's talk about stakeholders. Another one of those business school words that people use to sound smart. Let's make it simple. Stakeholders are just all the people who have a stake in your business. It's anyone and everyone who is affected by what you do. Of course, the number one stakeholder you need to be obsessed with is your customer. We already covered that. They are the lifeblood, but it doesn't stop there. Thinking bigger about who your stakeholders are is a massive unlock for your business, and it's key to smart PR. It's about playing chess, not checkers, with your reputation. Your employees are huge stakeholders. Are they happy? Do they feel valued? They talk to their friends and family? They post on social media? They are the front line of your company's culture. If you treat them right, they will shout your praises from the rooftops. That's powerful PR you can't buy. On the flip side, an unhappy employee can do serious damage. So, your internal communication, your company culture, that's a PR function. You have to win over your team before you can win over the world. Think about your local community too. And finally, the media themselves. Enough talk. Let's get into the dirt. You want real practical tricks? Here they are. No budget required, just hustle humility. First, become a source. Journalists, bloggers, sign up for Harrow, help a reporter out. Quoted, scan the requests every single day. When you see a query that fits your expertise, write a thoughtful, non-salesy response, genuinely helpful response. Do this consistently, and you'll start landing quotes in articles. That's free press, baby. It builds your credibility and gets your name out there. Second, master the art of newsjacking. Trending in the news, trending in your industry. When a big story breaks, think fast. How can my brand add to this conversation? If there's a huge new social media feature, be the first to create a simple tutorial video explaining how to use it. If there's a big cultural moment, create a funny, relevant meme. So, let's bring it all home. We've talked about focusing on the customer. We've talked about what PR really is. We've talked about some real-world tricks you can use. But what's the one thread that ties it all together? It's empathy. A customer-first, people-first mindset. This isn't some fluffy, feel-good concept. It is the most pragmatic, ROI-positive business strategy for 2025 and beyond. In a world where consumers have infinite choice and a powerful voice, the brands that win are the ones that care the most, the ones that listen the hardest, the ones that give the most value. It's that simple. Think about the examples. When you help a reporter out with a great quote, you're putting their need for a good story ahead of your desire to sell. When you create a tutorial for a new feature, you're putting your audience's confusion ahead of your product pitch. The result? You get the press mention, you get the views, you get the followers. The short-term give leads to a long-term get. It's the ultimate jab. Now go do it.